Greetings, people of the internet. I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome to the underground laboratory where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. We also create comics, and I am working on a series, my comic book series called Young and the Dead. It's a kids versus zombie story, kind of like Goonies meets Night of the Living Dead. This is the first issue. There's 3 issues available. I'm working on issue 4 right now. And what is this all about? Working on issue 4 for what? For what purpose? Other than, well, I mean, you don't ever need a reason to create comics, but we do have a reason this time because we are doing a little challenge. It's actually a big challenge. It's growing and growing. It's becoming quite a thing. But it's the 100 days of making comics. It's where you spend at least 30 minutes a day, every day, working on your own personal comic book project. Mine being Young and the Dead. Maybe you're actually working on yours right now. I don't know, you could be. And if you're not, maybe you're thinking about it. And I would suggest that maybe you give it a shot. So anyway, got the big pad of paper and the big fat Sharpie. We're gonna do like we do all the time, and we are gonna write the name of the day. It is day 43. Day 43. So that means, and we're moving along. We're getting there. We're getting there. But day 43. And what's that? Oh, my. I love it when this happens. So whenever we get the little ding, the "you got mail" ding, that means we've got mail. And how do we get our mail down here in the underground lair? Where? Well, we have the Vaculux. This thing right here. It's a vacuum system, and it's how we ship packages back and forth, or letters, or whatever. Letters are simple. Packages require a little more maintenance because, well, let's see what we got first, and we'll see if it's a package or a letter. Oh, it's a package. Look at that. All right, so let's take that out of here. So you can see it's a little tiny package, but it's not meant to be this size because there's only so much room in here. We have to reduce the size, so we dehydrate these packages, and then we just add a little bit of water and bring it back to normal size. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we got this package back to normal size, and I think I know what this is, and I'm very excited. So this is something I had, if I'm correct in assuming, this is something I had before, and kind of had a problem with it, so I had to send it back. And I think, let's see, we got some packing peanuts here, and let's see what we got. Yep. All right. Yes. So this is my camera, the camera that I use for vlogging typically. It's the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II. And this is a really nice camera for vlogging, and it's not too complicated. It's not as complicated as like a DSLR. I don't know cameras very well, so this is perfect for me. You can see here, it's got a little flip-up screen, so you can see what's going on. If you're filming this way, you can see if you're in the shot and everything. So what happened was I used this. I don't know if you notice a little bit of a degradation in the quality of these episodes. But I had to switch to my iPhone because I dropped this camera and the little shutter thing got stuck and it would not go back in. Luckily it was under warranty and I got it fixed. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set this up right now because I can't wait. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch to this camera, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we got the new camera hooked up. Very excited about that. So we're gonna go right to it though. We're not gonna waste any more time. We're gonna go straight to creating some comics. And to do that, we're gonna go to the paralleloscope, this device that you can't see because it's off screen. But I assure you it's there. We're gonna go to the paralleloscope and we're gonna check out the process of Young and the Dead, what's going on today. So let's check it out. So I'm out here on my morning jog, just wrapping up, and it's been harder and harder to get out here. The whole process of this 100 Days of Making Comics challenge has, you know, it takes up a lot of time to edit these videos. So usually I jog in the morning, but sometimes I find myself I gotta wake up and I gotta do a little bit of editing and things like that. So it's it's kind of taken its toll on my workout, but I made it a point to go today. So like I said, I've done my regular jog, and it seemed a little bit harder this time because it's been about a week since I've jogged, and I try to do it like 3 or 4 times a week. But hopefully I can pick that back up and everything. So actually, you know what? I take that back. I did go jogging like once, I think, last week. So anyway, so now that that's done, I can go back and get back to making comics. And back to making comics we shall. And we're going to pick up pretty much where we left off yesterday. I did ditch the plastic ruler for the metal one. Like I was saying before, the plastic one was giving me some difficulty because the beveled edge, almost like it was magnifying part of what was underneath, and it was just throwing me off so much. So I did get this little metal ruler, and yesterday I mentioned that pro tip about sticking a few strips of like masking tape on the bottom of your roller to boost that up, but this one actually has a little cork on the bottom that raises it up, so it seems to be working okay. We're just going in right now and filling in all these little tiny zombie people walking around. Not a whole lot of detail there, but you know, just to show that there's stuff going on here. And so for this, I'm using microns, and I use a few different weights. Really, only a couple. I think I use the what is it? The 8? Is it the 8 or the 0.8? I don't know. That's the big one that I use. I use mainly those for the borders, and then I go kind of down the lines. But like if you go to the average store and pick up a pack of microns, at least for me, I don't use all the ones, especially those really thin ones, because keep in mind you're reducing the size of this page. If you're working oversized like me, I'm working 11 by 17, and I shrink it down to whatever that standard comic book size is. So those little lines can get really lost. Sometimes, you know, if it's something really detailed, you know, that I don't mind if it gets a little lost, just to show something there, because usually you want your thicker lines kind of in the foreground, and as you go away, you've got that atmospheric perspective. So thinner lines in the background are fine, but a lot of times I don't use those. So I think I'm going to start ordering my microns online instead of buying them by the pack, because I go through the thicker ones quite a bit more. But that's going to do it for today. We'll be back on this tomorrow. Alrighty, that's going to do it for another day of 100 Days of Making Comics. Day 43 is done. So we're going to pull out the sheet of paper right here from our big pad. Crumble that up. Toss it in the waste paper basket. And we're going to say, what? I'm going to see you tomorrow for day, what, 34? 44? 44. See you tomorrow for day 44. That is all. Hey everyone, you've seen the process, now you can check out the story. Issues 1 through 3 of Young and the Dead are available at my website at serkworks.com. Also follow me on social media at the links listed below. Subscribe and check out some of the other videos in the series. There's much more to come.